Hey, you're listening to Pure Light, where we explore how to become the highest version of yourself so that you feel worthy of your craziest dreams and confident in your power to make them happen. My name is Ailey. I'm a coach and a Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. This is episode 37, and it's about what happens when you try to fix or change yourself. I feel like I have a lot of experience in that. My 20s were filled with many examples of me trying to fix or change myself. Before we get into that, I want you to take a moment to think about how you've been doing that for yourself. So how have you been trying to fix or change yourself? Think about something about yourself that you wish were different, and something that if you were able to change that thing, you think you would feel better about yourself. So maybe you think that you'll feel better about yourself if you lose some weight, or if you're more extroverted and talkative at parties, or if something else happens. One good way to think of things that you wish were different about yourself is to look at what are the things that you beat yourself up for, because that's a good way to tell where there's room for more love and more self-acceptance. So when I was in my 20s, I was probably about 20 to 30 pounds overweight. And I thought that if I weighed less, I would feel better about myself. And I don't just mean feeling better like in terms of my energy and physical strength. I mean in terms of my level of acceptance of who I am. And what ended up happening repeatedly throughout my 20s was that I would try to lose weight. So I would try different diets. I would try different exercise programs. And with very little success. Like, the key word in this story is try, because there wasn't really a lot of actual action, especially when it came to exercise. Like, I would do something one time or for 1 week or that kind of thing, and then give up because I was frustrated and I was disappointed, and it just wasn't, it never, I guess, felt right. And the thing about it was that because my desire to exercise wasn't really a desire. It was more of a judgment that I should be doing that so that I could be a better version of myself. And so it wasn't coming from a place of love and acceptance of who I was at that time. It was coming from a place of fear and judgment. And because of that, the exercise never felt good. It felt like a form of punishment. It felt like this heavy burden, this thing that I didn't want to do. So I would end up procrastinating on it. And so, when it feels like a heavy burden and you don't want to do it, more reasons come up to justify the fact that it's not happening. So stuff like, I don't have enough discipline. I need more motivation. I should be able to do this. Why isn't this working? What is wrong with me? And so it kind of created this pattern of, having this feeling like I should force myself to do this thing to be better, but then not wanting to do it. So there was a lot of inner conflict about it. When your reason for doing something is to try to change or fix yourself, it's sending a signal to the universe and to your subconscious that there's something wrong with you, which is why when you do that, you feel like you're the problem. It's because you're acting like you are. So you're constantly reinforcing the belief that you need to change or fix yourself, because your actions are suggesting that that's true. But when you change your intention from trying to fix yourself, which comes from a place of fear, to taking action from a place of desire, the energy that you put into it will come from a totally different place, because it isn't going to create that feedback loop that makes you feel like shit about yourself. I think what finally made me actually start exercising was when I stopped doing it from the place of trying to fix myself. Like, for me, when exercise kind of finally stuck and I accepted that it needed to be a part of my lifestyle, it was when it stopped being from this place of, okay, like, I need to do this to be okay with myself, to coming from a place where it was like, I'm doing this because it refuels my energy. So it was more about managing my energy and actually feeling better physically and focusing on that, as opposed to focusing on the negative consequence of not doing it. So anyway, just to recap, trying to fix yourself is what makes you feel like you're the problem. So you can stop feeling like you're the problem when you stop trying to fix yourself. And I know that that can be a hard pattern to break. So if you want some help with that, book a free discovery call with me. You can do that at aileykutan.com, which is AILIKUUTAN.com. Or find the link to do that at purelightpodcast.com in the show notes for episode 37. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe wherever you're listening. Until next time, may you be guided by your light.